So there's a potential partnership going on for Ripple with Brad Garlinghouse talking to one big monstrous size project in the crypto space. We're going to dig into that and all the latest news. Let's get to it. So let's start on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is down 1% at the time of recording in the past 24 hours and stands at $1.67 trillion. And Bitcoin now down 1.33% at the time of recording for the past 24 hours. Now stands at 41,740.31. So look, this is what we've been expecting. It's what we've been calling for. A sell the news event when it came to the Bitcoin spot ETF. It will be short-lived. But let's get into the big headlines. We're going to start here. We've got Ripple meets Hira. So that's a Hira hash graph. Crypto leaders groundbreaking chat. And this could potentially lead to a collaboration in the crypto space. I think these are two really, really big projects. And I think that it would be seen as a big powerhouse move, in my opinion, if this was actually to come to fruition. So at the moment, it's just rumors. But I do think that there's a huge opportunity for both of these projects to collaborate. And I think that, they've got two really big communities. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Moving on, and we got 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗡 here. He's still seeing no value in Bitcoin after the ETFs debut, and he won't stop talking shit about it, according to the actual headlines here. And I really do love this. But it brings me to this point where when I read stuff like this, I find these people talk nonsense. They talk out of their ass and they're lying to everybody. I think that this guy is probably very bullish on Bitcoin and telling you that he's not when he's probably buying it all up. Look, the supply aspect of things when it comes to Bitcoin is going to come to a head in the respect that there's going to be so much demand and not enough supply, with the likes of BlackRock already, steaming along to become the biggest holder of Bitcoin in the world. You got JP Morgan, various others, ARK Invest. These individual institutions alone are going to be driving forward to get as much of the supply as possible for their ETFs and for other products that they may wish to launch in the future. So I don't believe this for a second. I think it's nonsense. I think that he's probably buying. It's a case of, don't listen to what they say, watch what they do, and follow what they do, not what they say. So yeah, look, let me know your thoughts and opinions. We got a cumulative Bitcoin spot ETF volumes cross $11 billion day 4 of trading. So look, there's so much money going through these Bitcoin spot ETFs already. And yeah, look, it's exciting, right? I think we're going to be in a multi-trillion-dollar market. They've got to be buying. So we've got to see the price go down. They've got to be buying it cheap, right? The BlackRock Bitcoin spot ETF was actually outperforming Bitcoin itself. So there's an awful lot going on. We've got $383 billion worth of crypto projects are based in Switzerland. For me, this is really interesting. And, again, for me, a nice little fact to know. Why Switzerland? Well, they're very well known for, being a central hub for finance. But I do think that Dubai and a few other countries are going to start moving up that pecking order. So it's going to be interesting to see how this, moves, transitions over the next 12 to 24 months. I am expecting a shift to happen. Another really interesting thing that I thought would be really cool to cover off was the fact that Binance has seen crypto inflow surge since its historic fine. And that fine was from the SEC, 4.6 billion, I think it was, fine back in November. And what I would say is, you know, I was very, I guess, public in the fact that I was saying that I really didn't think that that was the end of Binance. They don't have to pay that fine up front. It's, you know, in like installments, like 4 installments, I believe. They pay a bit up front and then a bit later, and then, you know, the final payment's the big one, right? But we're going into a bull market. They've got multiple healthy businesses. And to be honest, I quite like the fact that they've been able to survive such a severe fine. But at the same time, I kind of feel like the SEC really have overstepped the mark, particularly with stuff going on with Coinbase recently. With the listing of several different crypto altcoins in that lawsuit. And yeah, like I just think it just leads to needless drama. The clarity is what's required, so people know what the rules are and how to follow them. So yeah, interesting stuff. We've got 𝗕𝗃 reportedly bought 8.9 thousand Bitcoin for $380 million. They are remaining the 11th largest Bitcoin holders. The stablecoin issuer announced on May 2023 that we would start buying Bitcoin in an effort to diversify the backing of the stablecoin USDT. So again, I think that this is really interesting. Again, I think is going to lead to, you know, again, more purchasing, less supply on the market. And it's going to be interesting to see if other stablecoin, I say projects, but stablecoin issuers go down the same route. I think that this would be a really interesting, innovative kind of move forward. So I like to see this. I think it's really cool. And then the final thing that I want to talk about is what I believe is right now probably the biggest opportunity in cryptocurrency, and I feel like I'm one of very few people talking about it, and that is layer 2 protocols on the Bitcoin ecosystem. With all of the inflows, all of the institutions that I've just talked about for the last 6 or 7 minutes getting involved in Bitcoin, the ecosystem starting to have DeFi built on it, NFTs on it, and so on, I think that layer 2 protocols are a massive requirement for Bitcoin. Don't forget, it's old technology, a bit like Ethereum, right? It's going to have a lot of congestion with everything that's happening at the moment and what's going to happen over the next 6 to 12 months. So I do think that if you can find a good layer 2 protocol for scaling Bitcoin, then you're onto a winner. It's got to be a good project. Go away, do that research, see what resonates with you. Take this as a pinch of salt. I'm not a financial advisor, but it is my opinion. And I'm always going to tell you how I see it, as I see it, when I see it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and check out this video here. Definitely worth a watch. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one.